because it's the
and
boonies.
actually just replaced. It's not really. I mean, we got a lot of people. It used to be the boonies, but
Mhm.
now the problem is just that there's too many rocks. It's like really hard sediment to keep going. And they had trouble with their septic tank system and everything. They had to be put on a septic because they couldn't get a line to go to the main sewage system to the city, and they just recently had to dig up the yard and they had to replace the septic tank in
When
front
did
of his
y'all
house.
use it? I'm surprised these ain't all gone.
Me too. I didn't have one.
Yeah, you did. You did have one.
No, Martavis was.
You had more than one. Martavius ain't eat all of them. I only had one out of the pack, and I gave Martavius one.
No, Martavis was eating some the other day.
Yeah, I know he didn't eat all of them by himself.
How many left?
I don't know. A few.
More in it.
Are you able to see? Kenny?
Poop.
Kenny? Somebody sent me a message. They should be in progress. You did send a message.
Yeah,
It says poop. But yeah, this yeah, this is basically a survival game. It's kind of like DayZ.
you can see it also.
You can't see nothing.
Yeah, it just says broadcast not in progress.
It should be working. Hold on, let me check and see on my phone.
Refresh. Could be just connection or something.
It's on YouTube.
For like YouTube Live or something.
Mm-hmm.
How does that work?
You
Okay.
just
It's, broadcast not in progress still. I'll have to check it out later or something.
hold on, let me see.
Invaded Louis' brother. So, but
Well, yeah, but it
Just now?
was in there before, right?
not like the other day.
Nah, yeah, that was a little while ago.
Today
Oh, that's a map in Ark. It's like a map called Scorched Earth. They got like 3 different maps. They have Scorched Earth, the island, and the center. The island was the first map. The center was the actually it wasn't even a map. It was started out as a mod and it made it an official map. Yeah, yeah, it's a good game. It's fun. It's a good food.
SweetMeats ARK.
Yeah, that's the name.
Oh, that's great. I went in there and didn't even realize. Channels up.
Are they doing streams?
Yeah.
Is theirs working?
Oh, I might put
You said I haven't seen what? Yeah, I know you got a lot. You had a lot in the last one. Did you make that, Hulk?
Of course.
Did you get pointers online or you made it yourself?
Just made it.
Liar.
Instructional video. Just kind of over time doing it. Basically, I just went on to what you call the game face. You use game face.
Mm-hmm.
You just go to gameface.com. You can upload a picture. You do it right. Once you get it in the template, it's loaded correctly. Game, you just download the game. Face. Give you the template to work with. Tap. Everybody keeps asking me to use the game face.
Mm-hmm.
But, some people they go all out with it.
You always do that. You do that on Fortnite.
Yep. Funnest aspects, I would say, is just creating aspect. I like simulation. You know, my own little world. Probably like simulation.
Boxing fell off, so we're not gonna make another fight night.
Yeah, it's too bad.
UFC.
MMA.
Yeah, MMA. Because that's what's popular right now.
It's the art of
Yeah.
Ultimate Fighter. The Ultimate Fighter Championship thing. It was just like a thing that was, it was a division or whatever that was made. It kind of encompasses the MMA fighting and all that kind of stuff. Big collaboration. It's owned by some, top dogs. You look into it. It's owned by some
Oh, Vince McMahon owns a part of UFC?
No, I don't think he owns a part of it. It's just like they're basically they're very they know each other well. I'll just say that. I'm sure that they have some sort of tie to the party above them. If you were to look, I have seen them together. Dana White.
Dana White is a Trump supporter. He loves him some Trump.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Well, you know, Trump's a big UFC fan. He loves the fighting game.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
Interesting fellow.
You thought he was a cool guy just the other day. Man. You thought he was a cool guy just the other day. Trump. My teacher said he's awesome.
Well, yeah.
I love him.
Whether he's a cool guy or not, he's the leader of our country.
That wasn't mine.
No, he's not.
That wasn't my opinion.
That's what he was appointed to do.
No, he's not.
What was he appointed to do?
What's that
All I
guy's
said was
name?
that the
He's
teacher
appointed
said that he had
to.
his
He's a puppet.
Nah, I don't know about that one.
He's a puppet.
It's easy to say that about any past president, politician, every step of the way, but it's not so easy to say that this guy.
Nah, I'm pretty sure he's a puppet.
One thing that does say is that he had some of the same people in the Rothschilds family.
Yeah, I know. That's exactly why he's a puppet.
And part of his cabinet, you know, it's like, has these people within it. But regardless of any of that, that doesn't mean that there are all bad people, all people with bad intentions. There's systems. Some people are probably in there against their will, or don't even recognize it, or realizing it now, or
No, he's terrible.
Nah, I think they're all in it for the money. It's all about the money, man. Oh, what did I make?
People are realizing it's not, though. It's not all about the money.
Oh, no, I made the wrong thing.
That's what people are beginning to stand up against, is the meaningless transaction of paper as a game.
He probably knows more about this than. No, she just likes Donald Trump. She doesn't. She said she didn't like Donald Trump because
He's a nice guy, though. He's the one who put this roof over your head, so don't hate.
I didn't say what
About what?
He said Donald Trump has done
45th
more in
president.
his first 100 days than any other.
He probably has. He has done a lot of crap. I don't mean it's good. He has done a lot.
And he took 3 vacations already.
Yeah, he's definitely successful.
He's an interesting fellow. He's a very orange, interesting
I mean,
orange.
he had board games made after him back in the 80s.
That's because the reasons Donald Trump is, everybody knows his name because he made his name into a business. He made it he made it where anything with his name on it, people think that it's amazing. Yeah, basically.
Well, yeah, I know. I mean, but he's also, he had like entrepreneurial programs and all these kind of things that he supposedly had like whole, he was funding like education systems, like new education systems on how to be successful like him and all this kind of stuff.
You're talking about that Trump University that went under?
In the way that he wanted it to be.
Most of the, you talking about Trump University that went under?
Yeah.
It's just funny to me that he won the
program.
it's funny to me that he won the election and he was under investigation for what was it? He was under investigation for
Fraud or something.
fraud, and he was under investigation for touching people.
Right. Well, and that just shows you, how unjust the system is, how lopsided the game is.
The fraud.
Let me ask you a question. Did you probably you don't use Facebook no more, but did you hear about that guy, that man and that woman that it wasn't just them. It was them and a few other people riding in a pickup truck, and they were holding up the Confederate flag, and they went to this neighborhood and went to these, I don't know their names, but they went to these people party. This black, no, it wasn't Trump. It was just some random people, and they went to this black kids party, and they were holding up the Confederate flag, and they said they were saying racial slurs, and they took guns out and started waving them around and stuff. The couple, one of the couples that was with them, they wasn't even the leader or anything. They got 20. One of them got 20 years, and one of them got 16 years in jail. Do you think they deserve to be in jail for that long for what they did?
I would say that people walk away for less time than the worst crime.
Exactly. Like that guy. Like did you hear about? Did you hear about the news report about the guy who got away scot-free, and he basically he raped some girl behind a dumpster? Well, the girl got after this the thing with the lady and the guy. This was in Alabama. No, this was here in Georgia. This was here in Georgia, and the thing I'm talking about, the case where the girl got drunk and he took her outside behind a dumpster. This was somewhere else. I forgot where it was, but he went to a really known school. I forgot what school it was, but he went to a really known school. He was in a fraternity and everything. Yeah, it was like an Ivy League school. And he basically got away with doing that. He didn't get no time. He got probation. It's just weird. A lot of these cases are really weird. It was another case like that, where a lot of these cases seem they'll the parents will be like, oh, he's never been in trouble. He's been what they call that? They have a word for it when the person has never been in trouble. They didn't punish their kids or anything like that. They were spoiled. They call it something in the court system. I forgot what it was. Huh? No. But they basically pull that. Not that. It's just that the parents bring that up. That's their defense. This kid has never been punished for anything he's done. His parents were rich and all this stuff. Yeah. Just like the kid who he got drunk and he got in a car accident and killed 3 people in another car and killed his passenger, and they were trying to put charges on him, and they did the same thing with him. I forgot what it's called though. I know they call it something. But yeah,
I don't know, man.
it's white privilege. Yeah,
I mean,
because
like
you would
a lot of
never
this
like
stuff though.
if they it was another case like that where this white girl, she lied and said that this guy she was dating raped her, and they put him in jail for like 10 years, and then she came back and said that she lied. And now this guy that I'm telling you about, girl gets drunk, passes out, he takes her out back and rapes her and gets no time.
All right. Yeah, that's
Like he was
that's an
caught doing it.
interesting case.
It was two cases just like that. Like two cases, that one, and there was another case like that where it was a white kid in this Ivy League school, and he was in the sports and all this, and he did the same thing. He raped the girl. They didn't give him no time.
I don't know. I would look at the sources of who journaled the story and who's actually investigating. Because I'm seeing from an outside perspective, like in politics, I'm seeing a lot of actors that just point blank you can look at them and tell that they're just good actors. And then you actually have legitimate cases that are discredited in similar situations. But you do have those actors, saying that they're definitely actors and basically been called out by their own people in the studio in multiple cases. And like for example, in these protests and stuff, they have these people who are actors, and they're there and they're just like stating stuff, screaming it out, just to get a reaction, get a rise out of people, and they're screaming.
Really
They're
is
making
the
they're
people,
acting like they're doing it,
the news
but they,
chooses they choose selective things to write about. Like
it's a biased perspective. They only cover things from a specific
if you have two crimes,
narrative.
if you have two crimes committed the exact same day in the exact same way, and it was a black person or a white person or just a minority and a white person, which story is going to make the news? The minority. The minority. That's why every time you see this all the time in the news. Every time you watch the news, when they talk about a white person, they bring up their high school pictures or something like that to show the person. But when it's somebody that's a minority, they try to find pictures of them where they've been, mugshots or anything like that, or looks like gang pictures or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. That's all I see whenever I see the spinning stories.
Segregation and Donald Trump is decent. But yeah, it's like, shoot, it's about 30%. They did the same thing. They did the same thing that they did around Paul.
Yeah. Well, I mean, all in saying kind of like the guy that's always, left
Yeah, I know.
fall in line he didn't become president.
Companies, they control the election.
Not having both hands. They want to both sides.
Yeah. Because either one of them that would have won, it would have been still good for them.
Nobody liked the outcome, but what everybody's saying right now, what a lot of people are saying, is that Trump is the wild card, and that he's not another puppet because he's not accepting money. For example, to accept like a certain amount of money, for being in the White House.
You know why?
But the last president that did that was JFK.
Wait, you anti-vaccine?
What's that?
You anti-vaccine?
Am I?
Mm-hmm. Oh, you are? I'm not.
If you understand what is in the vaccine and what it's doing, then you would be.
Nah.
That's it.
vaccine saves your
It
life.
really comes down to you doing your own homework and finding out what vaccines is preventing your body from being able to grow its own immune system. So every time you do this, there's some that keep you from illness that you could get sick from, but it also prevents your immune system from ever understanding how to respond itself to the virus.
By the time your immune system responds to this virus, you'll be dead.
Well, that's what they want.
Everybody can't. No, everybody can't.
Has vaccines been around forever?
No, they haven't.
Is
And
that the
people
only
have
reason?
been
Is that the only
dying.
reason why?
And people have been dying from these diseases when we didn't have vaccines.
Okay.
It was basically
So then you have to
survival
ask,
of the
though,
fittest.
where are the diseases coming from, and why? Who's creating the antidote, and how does the antidote work?
These diseases have been around
that's
forever,
really,
though.
This is what people's. Well, I mean, anyone can just say, it's been like this forever, so let's continue to do this, and stick to tradition. But when you break things down for yourself and see, that something doesn't fit or just something doesn't seem right to you, then you kind of change your opinion on it. And people are waking up in the masses right now, figuring out that when they go and they take their child to have a mandatory booster shot, whatever it is that they have to have in order to be brought into this world safely, quote unquote. I've actually had friends, close friends of mine, who have gone through this, have seen a change in their child, and have not known what to do or how to respond, other than just
My
do what the
son,
doctor tells them.
well, my son has had these shots, and he's still the same.
Well, not everybody is going to respond the same way. Everybody's slightly different. Everyone's chemical makeup, physiology is slightly different. Nobody responds the same. But there is still a phenomenal amount of cases where it's point blank, day and night, they get the shot, and then they're fucked. And they see that. They see the change. So it's not.
Yeah, but if that was the case, then everybody would be like that.
No, that's not the case. So because nobody has the same exact blood type, physiology, or chemical makeup. Nobody has the same exact genetics. There's too many variables and factors to involve in it. When you go down to the scientific level, it's too difficult to just say, oh, well, this is going to do this to this person, so therefore we take it out. So they have to find a majority. They basically run tests and surveys through a majority, and then make a decision based on the majority. But it's, there's ways to get around it, and they've obviously done that. When you really look at this stuff, though, and you basically find out what's going on, you start to see why JFK Jr., who's been talking to Trump recently, against big pharma and these pharmaceutical companies that are making just an ungodly amount of money, to pump chemicals out there that aren't necessary, that would have never been necessary if they didn't create the disease to begin with, which they already have evidence of. This is all. If you really want to find it, it's public domain. That's what this whole information, this kind of stuff coming out. These whistleblowers and all these people, they're allowing the channels to open for everyone to just basically discern from the information what they want. And a lot of it is very grim.
To me, there's always been disease. and we have.
What is disease, though?
It's a virus.
What does a virus do?
A parasite.
Well, no.
It lives off you.
A parasite and a virus are different.
They're basically the same because they live off you. They live off you, and they.
Parasites require a host.
Yeah, viruses require a host too. They can't be without a host for too long. And most of them do.
I don't know. I mean,
They can't be without a host for too long.
a virus.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd have to get up on my research for viruses. But,
A virus.
uh,
They can't be without a host for too long. I'm talking to Melissa. Yeah, most viruses die within a few hours if they don't get a host. But like there have been viruses and diseases around for years, just like the bubonic plague. Most viruses are spread because of us, because we live in such a tight knit society and we rely on each other.
yeah, I just don't think it's that simple.
I mean, you're right. There's always good and there's always bad. I mean, there probably is a few diseases, man-made diseases and viruses that they've made just to make yeah, I know, just to make
they're telling us
just to make money.
It's been manufactured.
Like just to make money,
It's
but
not
I
a
believe
question
most of the shit that we get has been around for a long time.
Yeah, but
The only thing, but the only way the thing that they do is they. Oh. Love you. Good night. You going to bed? Okay. See, the thing that they do is I think what they do is they try not to eradicate they probably can, but they try not to eradicate these diseases so they can make money off these diseases. And they're pretty much they're gonna affect
through the idea of big pharma and these companies are making chemicals in order to keep the person from dying, but to remain for the disease to remain in your system.
That's exactly why they don't want
create chemicals to basically allow the disease to be dormant and allow humans to host. So as long as they keep the prescription.
That's exactly why they don't want marijuana to be legalized, because they're making too much money off of this. They're making too much money off of these drugs, these pain medications and all this stuff. They're making too much money off the different pills that they give the people for cancer and shit, when you could just give somebody weed oil.
I mean, marijuana is definitely shown to have a lot of benefits.
It's because they don't.
It's like you see the CBD or whatever, side of it, it's been shown to help autistic patients.
Marijuana has so many fucking ridiculous that it's not legal.
Reptiles, fish, and there's particular parts of the brain, specific gland, specific organ, and then both male and female reproductive systems that have these cannabinoid receptors.
What's crazy to me is that even if you don't want to, even if you smoke marijuana socially, it's still 100 times more safe than drinking alcohol, which is legal.
Yeah, alcohol it inebriates a person, think, collect their emotions, logic. qualities get blurred and muddled. It's huge channel for whatever company.
That's the two reasons.
State.
That's the two reasons why they don't want to legalize marijuana. Big pharmaceutical and these big companies that own these private prisons.
Yeah, there's a lot of different reasons.
Because they can't really what is the word? They can't really control marijuana because you can grow it anywhere. That's why it's called weed. It's a weed.
It's the last thing I would want to see though is for to be controlled, governed by federal systems.
That's the problem though. They can't control it.
GMO market and Monsanto's would get their hands on it, and they would ban all the seeds that anyone has, like they're trying to do with all the farmers. But they're basically banning the use of the collection of seeds and the use of re-administering the seeds from the earth. They're confiscating, and they're basically enforcing. What I've heard is that anyone who doesn't have the USDA approval sticker organic, basically using, and they'll still say organic. The product will say organic, but it won't say USDA organic. And this is from Andy. Andy worked at a health food store, and his manager basically gave him the download.
Oh, I already know. I watched a documentary about that.
Well, yeah, I haven't.
I forgot the name. It's a documentary about that.
Organic is the only true organic that doesn't use government. It's allegedly. But who knows, really? So, all I hear is that the best food you get is organically grown and local.
And that's exactly
processing and handling, just, being shoveled around in trucks, passed by this guy to this guy, more lighted. It's essentially supposed to be.
That's exactly why it's so expensive.
Yeah, well, they're trying to separate trying to siphon
They don't want you to have that because they want you to have that addictive shit that's bad for you. They don't want the poor to have food like that because they survive too long.
Well, I mean, it's not even down to the amount of money that the person's making. It's the lifestyle choices that the person ends up making. Allows for that person to make money. Anybody can just pick up and find a job and do something that they may or may not like, making more money. It's a choice of that person. But at the end of the day, that person still has just enough money to buy whatever they want to buy. You're making $1 million. Trump walking around putting all your money into poker and hookers. I'm not saying that that's what he does. You could be putting all your money in the wrong places.
He does.
You could, I mean, obviously he's putting his money in some right places because he still has money. So,
hookers.
he says he does.
Yeah,
but,
he says he does. That's exactly why he ain't showing them tax returns.
He's made business deals. He's made contacts. He's made contacts at least in order for him to sustain himself.
Yeah, he has money. You can't, like, the money he had, you can't, like, lose all that money unless you, do what you said, hookers, prostitutes,
yeah, you gotta misplace
yeah, stuff like that. But he invested some of his money. Like most of the shit that he did wasn't really like good, but
Right.
he got a lot of money from his father, and they were saying like it was crazy because
He said give him $1 million.
during the election everybody was like, oh, he's just like us. He started out. No, he didn't start out just like us. His father had
No, yeah,
money.
there's no comparison. Nobody starts out with $1 million.
Yeah,
So
nobody. If everybody started out with $1 million,
basic
then
to the middle class say,
exactly
oh, like you only had $1 million, small investment. Yeah, that's
$1 million
not.
is a small investment.
It's more of like you know,
He could have put
uneducated sense
that
of
money.
what it's like to be
He could have put that money in a bank, a high interest bank, and let it just accumulate interest, and still had millions of dollars.
Oh yeah, but he probably did something even more creative. Put it into stocks and bonds
I really
and
don't think he has as much
skills.
money. Everybody think he does. That's exactly why he's not
No,
doing
I don't think that
tax
it's as much
returns.
money as it is assets, contacts, because all his money is made through businesses, self-generated, making their
A lot of his self-generated businesses went under. Casino, Trump Steaks. Like, he had enough money to where he could put it in a lot of different places where something would make big.
Yeah.
I still can't believe Donald Trump is president. That's fucking crazy.
I don't think anyone is going to be able to completely accept that Donald Trump is our president until they see something that he's done that is of more significance than what all these presidents are saying they're going to do.
I mean, most of the time you can't really. Most of the time when you become president, you can't really do everything that you want to do because there's going to be opposition.
Yeah, I mean, you start learning how much control you really do have being, commander of the United States.
Like Trump right now, Trump could almost do whatever he wants because the Republicans outnumber the Democrats.
It's not even, it's not Trump.
It's Rutherford. It's the Koch brothers. The Koch brothers and Rutherford.
Who gets together and they make the decisions at the round table.
Yeah, and they get paid by the Koch brothers and the Rockefellers.
But these people on the inside have been known and are continuing to be known to Trump and are being these moles, double agents, or whatever you want to call them. It is a huge overtaking in the industry right now, including in the mainstream media. This is all over. All the people are changing positions, resigning, the CEO of this company resigning. All these things are not just happening from there's things being thrown out to the light that they don't so they're basically, some of them are backing down. Maybe they're thinking of black money, maybe some other reason, but things are changing, so this stuff that's happening, not everyone is aware of it.
Black Mandingo.
Yeah.
How's your mom doing?
She's trying to get out of
Oh yeah, did she find a job now?
Not that I've heard, no.
I see Nina's working now.
I'm not sure. I don't know if I heard Nina say she got fired from laid off
Oh, okay. Well, she don't have a job no more.
Well, that's like a month or two ago.
Yeah, I know. The last time I saw,
But
she posted on Facebook and said that she got a job with some cell phone company.
yeah, she was working at Metro for a while.
I thought she still was
Last I
working
talked
there.
to her, the last I talked to her, she had just gotten a job, so she didn't even have it for long.
Well, I'm not really surprised.
She wasn't but maybe 3 weeks to a month after that she told me, or no, I saw them, her and Jonathan, come over to something like that, and there was like something going on between them and some other guy, this other guy. Long story short, her and Jonathan just split up like a month and a half, 2 years ago.
Yeah, I found that out on Facebook.
Yeah. So ever since then, they just, I don't really know what's been going on. It's just,
She's with some other guy. Like, she's with
Really?
some other guy. Yeah, she updated her status a while ago. She was with some guy. I forgot his name, but it said Nina is in a relationship. Blah blah blah. I don't know who he was.
you know more than I do. I just honestly, dude. I mean, people don't really get mixed up in it. Jonathan.
Why would you want to get mixed up? Call Nick for
Well,
what?
I mean, you know, this is my childhood best friend, and it's my little sister. But I don't really,
Yeah, but still, that ain't none of your business. That ain't none of your
it's
business
not
in the
really,
first place.
it's my little sister, you know. I'm not just gonna completely ignore the situation. But
I mean, really, you don't need to get involved unless he's hitting
no,
her
I'm not
or he's abusive.
I honestly would rather not be. And kind of been progressing in the situation. So I haven't really talked to Jonathan or Nina. I haven't really been talking a whole lot to anyone recently because my phone has been off. I'm trying to get more work. Trying to get probably a different job. Most likely, very soon.
What you looking for?
Just, I don't know. I mean, I would really like to learn more about
Electrical?
like holistic healing and natural remedies and things. Learn more about the plants that are around us and how they serve us well and just kind of looking into the health aspects of things. You know, I think it's important.
So you want to be a queer? Nah, I'm just fucking with you.
Queer eye for the health guy.
Queer eye for a straight guy.
But it's just, I don't know. There's just so many things out there right now that have kind of just made me more interested in this. Just like the physical aspect of what you find and all this kind of stuff. Just learning more about mindfully what the human body is and what it's here for and how to serve it, you know, to keep it sustained for as long as I need it to be. I feel like
Was that a
it's harder to
baby?
do. No, that was Sarah.
Oh, she sounded like a baby.
I don't know, she was yelling for something. Yeah, it's just think it's right now we're in really trying times. The bombardment.
Bombardment. What bombardment?
Yeah.
Are you talking about Trump? Because he's
Bombardment
doing a
of
great job.
sound like you're doing some weird breaking. You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
But yeah, dude. You know, I'm just finding, you know, some, been like searching the web, just kind of connecting with different sources and seeing what the heck is out there, who's saying what, and why. The World Wide Web is definitely full of some shit.
Of course it's full of shit.
Full of some shit.
Of course it's full of shit.
All the more to, you know, siphon through.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Some stuff, you know, you find on there, it's just intriguing. It's just kind of, you know.
Of course, there's a lot of intriguing stuff on the internet.
That's
it's
the
just
stuff
hard
you know,
to like
siphon through to find.
Like, I don't really like looking on the internet like that. It's too much shit.
There's just so many things that are, you know, possible here and now that aren't being accepted by the masses, therefore not being accepted as a reality for all. You know, it makes sense.
That's because everybody believes what they want to believe.
So what?
That's because everybody believes what they want to believe.
Yeah, I think the the point though is to be able to agree.
Most people are easily manipulated.
Well, yeah, it's definitely true.
That's why we have churches.
I think that that's the point though, is that we're trying to agree on a similar truth, and that's getting harder to do, obviously, because of the bombardment of information. There's so much of it. And there's definitely disinformation within it. So the more that you discern, the more you siphon through, the more bullshit that you see, the more you know you don't want to see, the more you understand that you want to see something else. And so there's a lot of both, for sure. But they have, you know, they have a lot of inspiring stuff that I've found, and unfortunately, a lot of the inspiring stuff is leads you through the very dark and it's just very, you know, dark corners. All that I kind of wake up to, but carefully, because what I understand it, you know, is if we are all co-creators, if we all essentially are, you know, creating the reality in our small circles and so on to larger circles and so on to larger circles, you know, until we reach the mass of everyone. You know, that comes down to the center of that one person's belief system. Has some sort of a sway in that field, you know, call it that, as to what the truth really is. And it's different for everyone. Obviously, everyone's truth is a little different. But being able to agree, you know, forward with the similar truth and understanding, I think that's the key. And no single aspect, you know, of information, whether it be through science or spirituality or religion, all these things. I don't think none of those individuals are going to allow that agreement on what the person's truth is. I think it's going to be all of these things. Nobody knows anything about themselves.
Of course.
Everybody learns how to do things. And you can look at the 100 monkey effect and see, you know, how they proved that, you know, 100 monkeys figured out how to, you know, wash off their fruit in the seawater you know, after a small group of monkeys on a separate island figured out how to do it, and then they share this technique, and it just somehow expands to the consciousness of the other monkeys without them ever even associating with one another. So there's something more that's taking place. It's like a collective download. It's like an upgrade to learn how to do something different.
Not really.
I mean,
Like most of the what you talking about, like most of these animals, they see this one monkey learn how to do it, and they see him do it and mimic him do it. But if those monkeys that was doing that, washing their fruit in the ocean, if all those monkeys died, then that would die with them until another monkey learned how to do it on its own.
No, see, because that's what I'm saying. Is it's not from the monkey never even engaged with the other monkey. They're on a separate island and they're completely apart from one another. And they somehow still learn how to do this in tandem with each other. They all figured it out at the same time. So it was like they all figured out how to do it, and it was just kind of a thing that they figured out, regardless of watching another one do it. The act of actually watching the fruit off. It's just like I mean, you could equate it to just like the Matrix. That's like they wanted to learn how to do kung fu, and they just kind of downloaded the code. It's uploaded, and then they all assimilate it, and they all use it. Some scientists did with generation of lizards, and they took these lizards, and they were small, just a small type of lizard, eat insects. They basically put them on an island that was they didn't have the insects that they wanted, so they adapt. And adapted, they looked like so 2 generations over a small amount of time. They were the size of their jaws, the size of their legs. Their legs became longer. They were basically fight harder, so they could shoot through plants, and then the inside were actually transformed so that way they could digest plant material.
That's just basically survival of the fittest and evolution and work.
It's been twisted. The whole Darwin has been shattered many times over. It's not. It's you have to throw it out and actually look at how it's actually shown its design in action. Like for another example, they took a fruit fly. Scientists basically had taken a fruit fly and took out the genetic material that produces the ability for the fruit fly to grow eyes in the embryo. Basically, after a few generations, without doing anything, the fruit fly somehow managed to grow its eyes back. Now, why is that? The genetic material was taken out. There was no possible way for it to be just put back in randomly. But over time, there's some sort of mechanism happening you can't see that allowed for the genetic material to be put back in and the site to be restored. So, it just goes completely against anything that we've been taught conventionally on evolution. All these laws and stuff.
The laws of physics.
Yeah, laws of physics, conventional ways of looking at the whole
Yeah, but
this
that's
is
the
what.
point. Like, nothing's correct. We don't know
Well, yeah.
everything.
Well, the thing is it's malleable. It's not that it's not correct. It's that it's malleable, and it's even more malleable when you control the masses and this is why they, those people that knew this, people that own all the money, they own all the systems, they own the academics, they own the media, they own everything. They own it all. They own the ability for us to learn spelling, which some believe spelling is exactly that, right? Or spell passing and stuff. But just taking that, for example, bringing it down to quantum physics and quantum physics level, looking at how sound reacts to water, conduct energy, which we're 80% of, it has an effect. You can scream water and have, nasty dirty dots towards the water, and the water will take a very distorted, looks like shattered glass type of look. Loving, kind expression and imagination, and it allows the water to take a beautiful geometric shape that is more pleasing and natural to the eye.
Yeah, I know. I'm playing the game too.
Said my PS4 just said no longer can operate the voice.
Oh, if I was saying you can't operate the PlayStation thing, because it has voice control and all that shit. So when you sometimes when you say sometimes when you say anything that sounds like PlayStation, or it'll think you said something like that, it'll do that.
I just said it. And cannot operate PS4 voice.
Yeah,
Had to tell me.
it does that all the time.
Hit the button with my finger. And it's funny, because it just popped up when I'm sitting here talking about what voice is. We command things. We literally, just like in Skyrim. It's no different. They're showing, and these are the people that are in power, the same people that are in power, that are writing these scripts out for these games and stuff. Once they have more money into them, bigger companies, more and more companies, merging companies, that's because the people that have the same control over the politics, same control over the banking systems and all these things, they have control over the game industry as well. You believe it or not. I'm sure they control, large portions of the World Wide Web. It's too integrated into a system where people hack. So I think it's like I've been saying, recently, is that if you look at the World Wide Web, it's just that. It's a World Wide Web that most people, the majority is confused of. They don't understand how it works. They just know that it's there, and that it's been there for most of the time, not born. And that, it can be used for, worldwide war. You can use it for many different, applications, but at the end of the day, it's just a tool to our advantage or disadvantage. It could also be used for worldwide wealth. A lot of people are trying to spread their ideas and their understandings of how to make money and how to spread whatever that is. You know what I mean? To allow people to do more with themselves. Whether money is involved or not, it's usually down to information, knowledge, understanding. And a lot of these people, they try and share their ideas, and as soon as there's money involved in it, is when they get mixed up in all of the policies and all the different things that basically, get them caught into the web. They get caught up in the web, and then have copyright issues and all this kind of stuff.
Anything with money is gonna have them. They're gonna have their hands
absolutely.
in. They're gonna have their hands in it because they own the majority of the money or the
Well,
wealth in the world,
it's
and they
it's
hoard
not.
it.
It's I mean,
They hoard it. They don't want everyone else to have it.
yeah. I mean, I wouldn't even say that that it's the money. It's the power that the money
Brains.
inherently has. Behind it. It's the logic of what the money is being used for that is, to me, nefarious. Because you could have a system of money where you can use it completely differently. And it could be less less of a one-sided transaction, where you have meaningless paper that you're handing to somebody in order for a service you're producing, and then someone else is taking a cut from that.
We do
So
have
there's
meaningless
basically
paper.
something being lost. There's a middleman, even though you don't see him.
We do have
Every time you
meaningless
swipe your
paper.
card, every time you give in cash, every time you give, any kind of transaction with your currency.
We do have
We
meaningless paper.
we we as the people are just that. We are what gives it currency. We are the ones who move it around. We are the ones who hand it here, hand it there, and literally create a current with it. That's what we do. It's not the other way around. The money is not. It's been indoctrinated into us, making us believe that it is necessary for survival, when it was never necessary to begin with. It was something that was created out of it's just nefarious reasons, just bad intent, black magic reasons, I think. And I just don't see any other way for there to be a currency system like we have, and anyone be able to come out wealthy. Anyone and everyone, because it's the way it's being controlled, and the way it's being put on the people. There's only certain ones that are profiting from
I mean, even if we didn't have the currency, there would still be the wealthy and there would be the poor. It just depends
because,
on what you
now we
have.
have
If you have,
it comes down to assets, exactly. I mean,
if you have
you
something
own,
that everyone wants, then
right.
you become rich.
Well, land, just an area. If you own an area, if you own a whole island, assets. You have wealth within that asset. You don't have to have money, paper, or any number tied to it. Other than whatever legal mumbo jumbo. That's not a scenario when you have a private island that's paid for by system, independent from everything else. There's a problem there. There's a problem. There's too much of it, and there's just not understood by the majority. So many people just here in America, who don't really understand the banking system. I barely understand the banking system. Probably study it, and study. They just don't really find it to be purpose of life. The thing I would want to do is learn more about it. Don't need it. And I know, just further clarify how much we don't need it. Naturally, what we do is we provide goods and services. We do that in the act of actually building and creating and doing these services. Labor is what we barter, not the paper for the barter. So that's the middleman. It's completely ass backwards. There should not be
don't know. It's hard to say that because if it was like there would still be people that are rich, like everyone wants. And if you don't have something that people want, you won't be able to get what you need.
Oh, everyone has more. Everyone has more.
They do to give.
It's just things.
They're not giving. The problem is they're not giving me things. You'll never be happy until you give Marcus the things. Yeah, that's exactly. This don't work if you just order it. And Marcus needs shit too. I don't know. Y'all got enough.
Yeah, I'm sure you can pay your
You still smart. Yeah, you should have said, no, don't say it like that. You should have said, yeah, I dabble in it. Synapses?
Like, it allows for new synapses to be created. I think I'm saying that right.
No, you're saying that wrong. That's okay. I know what you're talking about.
Synapse. You know, but you know what I'm saying. But it allows, that's what I read, it supposedly allows for new thoughts, creativity, all this good stuff. George allows you to think new thoughts and have new angles on things. Just re-blow your mind real quick.
Blow your mind.
Gather yourself back together and then do it all over again.
I blow my mind.
But if you do it, I think if you do it, it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
You drink too much water, you drown. But you have
a lot of water though.
Figure out how to.
Just like that's a lot of weed.
Well, just like the monkeys, they gave.
I don't want to be high all the time anyway.
Super Cuban marijuana or whatever.
Mhm.
And they gave them such large doses that
they turned stupid.
They didn't give them any. Yeah, they turned stupid. Right? They turned dead stupid.
They must have gave them a shit ton of marijuana.
No, they didn't give them any oxygen. That's the point. Too much marijuana is basically they put a gas mask on the monkeys and just suffocated them with some really high grade marijuana.
That's because that's how everybody does it though. You don't wear a gas mask and not breathe air.
But
that's how it works.
Large amounts of time on end. No, you get oxygen between.
No, everybody how I've seen do it, they don't get oxygen. They just breathe in the weed smoke. That's it. That's how everybody does it.
It's not. It's actually not how you do it.
I'm pretty sure that's how you do it. I do it all the time, and I'm fine.
I mean, everybody does it differently. But I'm pretty sure oxygen is necessary.
You don't need oxygen, just like you don't need water. Your mind
funny you
makes
say
you
that.
think you need water and oxygen, but you can live without it for years.
I think that's true to an extent. But that
Oh,
goes
fuck
back
that.
to the is being generated by the individual to withhold the field around it.
Well, I don't know about
So,
all.
just around it.
I don't know about all that, but
Well, yeah, take it
if
back.
you don't drink water and breathe air, you don't die.
No, listen. There's a really interesting thing that this guy did. Look up. Look up. His name is Hira Manek. HiraManek. And he's basically this guy that I found who he took up like a lifelong study of learning how to take nutrients from the sun and safely administer them, or take them into the body in small amounts. And he believes that the body has within it that battery system
Yeah, but they call that a different. They call that something else. Hold on, let me think. I'm trying to think of the name. Hold on.
photosynthesis.
No. They call it that thing when you lay in the bed and go to sleep, and then you wake up and then you feel energized. You feel energized. That thing. You know what I'm talking about? The sleep thing. Yeah, sleep. That's what it's called. Yeah. I don't remember that.
No, yeah, that's another one of the things that he was talking about is hibernation. He said that there are 9 yogis who have done this sun gazing and earth walking, basically earth grounding. That the earth is stored in the same place than sunlight. It has a lot of sunlight for a really long time.
Wait, let me tell you something. Before you go into all of this, like, all this shit takes serious mental discipline for like years. Even if they could do it, it takes serious mental discipline for years. So I don't think.
It's literally 10 seconds. It's literally 10 seconds a day. And they add 10 seconds every day.
And they don't eat or drink.
No. This is something completely different.
Oh, okay. I thought you was telling me that this guy didn't eat food or drink water, and he's living off of air and the sun.
He actually did that. What I was going to get to is that he was actually talking about 21 scientists and biologists, doctors, and do research and see if mind put on there, trying to get some publicity for whatever reason. And they, I haven't really dug down on them. I saw what he was talking about in his own testimony. There have been others that are doing this and do this, and keeping this information as part of their culture.
So you telling me that this guy or this culture doesn't eat or drink food? They just stare at the sun for about 10 minutes a day.
Yeah, there are supposedly people. This is what has been said. Is that there are supposedly yogis out there that have stored enough energy from the sun that they've converted their diet from a material-based diet to a light-based diet, and literally don't need water like you would need water a regular diet. Material.
Wait, don't need water like we need water, or don't need water at all?
Literally. Well, I don't really know how the process works.
Because it don't matter, you need water. Even plants, they don't eat food, but they need
But
water.
he went for, I think it was, say 400 days documented, something like that, without food, and he went a phenomenal amount of time, way longer than most humans could do, without documented, without water. Most people die times over, and he was still fine. He said all he was.
And he just decided to do this one day, and it worked.
He studied it. He studied it for a large amount of his life.
Yeah, exactly. He studied it over a large amount of his life. So, like I was saying, it takes a lot of mental discipline and knowledge to do something like that.
It's not a one-day process. Look up online some days. There's a lot of people that have been doing it. There's a lot of people that have had interesting results. But this protocol or this program is step by step. Just 10 seconds every day until you reach 45 minutes. After 30 minutes.
Would you want to do that?
Claimed by most people that have health problems, psychological issues, they actually fade away. They said they feel less fear, they feel less hungry, they feel more relaxed, they control their body temperature, calm in a cold environment, everybody's shaking, cold, they can control their temperature to a point where they will not to. So they can keep themselves down. They're really cold and really cold temperatures, they can keep themselves up. All these things, which, to most of us would sound like some science fiction, movies. But this guy's claiming that there's multiple people that have done this and have been successful in converting their diet over to sunlight, basically like a plant, and allowing their body to, over time, to store become, essentially that's what DNA is. You know that DNA has a physical aspect that is literally like way through gravity, and so on, down the board. It allows for physical material to align with the DNA. Proteins and all this stuff. Allows the material to stick together, seemingly, and when it's not really sticking together, we know that no material is really touching, it's actually vibrating, resonating, very close in its information. But it's just like when you have water, for example, in the sky, it's ionized electromagnetic. It creates clouds. It puts it all together, condenses it down until it reaches a certain type of current. And it loses its own electromagnetic force. Just allowing the water to stay in one conglomerate, as opposed to just falling into droplets. So it's an electromagnetic field. The iosphere? Ionosphere.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the ionosphere is basically what's allowing these fields of energy to hold water, which is pretty much like what we are. And I
We
believe
ain't all
personally-
water.
Well, not all water, but we're mostly made of water. And
I mean, that's because we were born from water.
yeah, well, I mean, they say that we came, from
Gobbledygook.
they say that we came from the gobbledygook, from the mud, the muddy waters,
Yeah, what do they call that? They call it some kind of pool,
Uh, some
something
sort
like
of it's like the Earth's petri dish.
that. Yeah, basically.
But you know, the conditions which allowed for us to form, you know what I'm saying? Like that is in itself it's very divine and interesting. It's not random. It's not random.
I don't think anything's random.
No, exactly. So you know,
It would
it's like
be
there's some sort of intelligence.
it would be too much luck. It would be too
Exactly.
much
I
luck,
mean, you know, what is luck?
especially the way
What is luck?
planets are made, the way planets are made, and how life is made. You know, like if
Right.
you're just
You know, once
if you
sorry, take that shirt off. It's starting to get hot.
it's just like if you're like a few feet away from a few 100 million miles away from your star, you won't survive.
Yeah, and it's really interesting because there's a lot of people right now who are just very interested in our stuff because it's just not well understood. It's just one of the things that
Nothing's well
people
understood.
think about. Well, yeah,
Nothing's
no,
well
exactly.
understood.
We make our own understanding.
We don't even understand the ocean, and we've been living here for what, thousands
Well,
of years.
we still have our own individual, you know, understandings of what it is, but it's sure, sounds great. Sounds good, man. Thank you. Awesome. But yeah, you know, I would say, you know, we definitely have our we have our own understandings of what things
I don't
everyone has like a
understand
slightly
nothing.
different. Yeah, you do.
I don't understand.
You know how to make that cream of wheat.
I don't know. I don't understand. I
You
don't
understand
understand
that.
the ocean
You understand the chemistry involved.
and chemistry involving
The
in
swirling
a pot
action.
of cream of wheat. You gotta stir it clockwise, not counterclockwise. That fucks it up, give it lumps. You want lumps, do
But
you?
you see, your take on that, your understanding, you know, it can be viewed differently, interpreted differently by many people. And someone else, you know, for example, they can be like a great cook, take your advice and try and do what you do, and their cream turns out like shit, just plain shit. But you know,
That's
you can
because they
also take
stirred
somebody
it
who's never cooked in their
counterclockwise.
life.
If you don't stir it right,
Somehow,
it don't come out right. You gotta stir it
yeah,
clockwise.
somehow you could take someone who's probably never had, you know, cooked a damn thing in their life, and they go to take your advice on how to take this cream of wheat. And they're like, damn, this cream of wheat is good. It's like by the top, you know,
It's like liquid
you know,
cocaine.
Marcus's. Well, they're never gonna top Marcus, but you know. But you know, it's just I don't know. I try and take simple concepts like that and just kind of look at it like a little deeper. Now I've been thinking a lot about just like for example, like our past. You know, that means a lot of things for different people. Just based on what they understand and what they've, you know, what they're more knowledgeable about, what they think happened in their history. And different people are, you know, interested in different things about, you know, the past. But, you know, history is exactly that. And I've heard somebody coin the term his story. It's exactly that. Break down the etymology of words, understand where words come from, and who governed the system of learning grammar and what the grammar was used for. You know, it's just that. It is just that. And somebody has control over that. And you know, to what extent we're still waking up and understanding, but we know that it's down to through our learning systems, through our mathematics, through our conventional ways of thinking, and we have been indoctrinated for a long time. Before our mothers, before our mothers' mothers, you know, it's been generation among generation. And only now are we coming back full circle and realizing all of this stuff has been going on for so long. You know, how many attempts has there been in our understanding to turn the system back over? Because it's turned on its head. And literally, the way that these elites, these so-called elites, are working is through opposition. It's through taking any understanding that has any kind of value, you know, to the masses, any kind of benefits for the masses, and turning it on its head, literally giving an opposition, and then taking that opposition in most cases, and then creating an inversion of that, or you know, a mirror image, you know, or like a polar opposite, like a negative. Like when you take a negative of a photo, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You see the qualities of the photo and exactly the negative. So you take that negative and then you create a mirror image of that, and you have a completely different image altogether. But the image is still there. The whole image is still there. It's just completely turned around. And when you look at just our grammar, just letters in the alphabet. Like, what is it? What is that? Why does it tie into mathematics? Why does it tie into geometry? Why does it tie into colors? Why does it tie into all these things? It's because all these things are derivatives of one energy that we've somehow figured out how to call this and how to call that. And the ones that are in control of the money systems and in control of academics and control of all these different aspects that govern our lives, they figured it out first. So they tried to keep it to themselves, but at the same time hide it in front of our face so that way we don't ask questions. Because if a person sees that they are in a world of enclosure, if the person sees, you know, just like that movie, man, The Truman Show, which I need to go back and watch because I still haven't watched the complete film. But he never really knew until he came across the edge of the gate fence, or the cage, or whatever you want to call it, that he was ever in a cage. He just had this feeling. He just had this, idea that, oh well, I want to fly. I want to go and visit, other parts of the world. And he's constantly bombarded by all these deterrents. They're everywhere. There's signs on the walls. There's people around him. Ideas, it's constantly just literally bombarded. The disapproval of that, and just the overall quality of being in fear of taking a step through subconscious bombardment. And it's everywhere. It's in symbology. It's in our letter systems, in our number system. So it's indoctrinated into everything. Now,
so what you gonna do? So what you gonna do? Not write and not learn? This enslaved words.
Relearn.
I'm not for to relearn shit.
Oh, well, we have to.
No, we don't have. We don't have to.
If you're not relearning, you're not, already learning.
The only relearn I'm gonna do is
you're
when
going backwards. You're never gonna move forward. It's like you're just basically you're just downgrading yourself, you know. And I feel like that's what the path that we've kind of been going on for a really long time is we've had this sentient nature about ourselves and our spirituality and our inner growth trying to expand, and I believe that it has. I believe that it has been. That's the only reason why we're here at this time now in such a specific, particular type of awareness. But at the same time, we've had a bombardment of opposite. The the enclosure that's been kind of moving in on people, squeezing them and making them feel claustrophobic, or even understand claustrophobic. And I think it's because we're not meant to be or stay still. That is why I think that we feel some sort of emotion or fear of having claustrophobia, being in a small area. It's because you're aware that you're in a small area. If you had no idea that you were inside a box, you wouldn't feel that. Thanks, man. But as soon as that person figures out, oh, I'm inside a cage, they start having a response. And start figuring out how to try and get out of it. And I think that is exactly what they wouldn't want. Is someone trying to get out of something that they have secretly created.
oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? Get all this shit. Unlock it. There we go.
So, in our scientific, spiritual, and so on fields of discovery in the world, at least through the World Wide Web, there are similar takes in understanding of what is happening and like who's involved in it. And like this one of the big huge epidemics right now that I keep coming across, multiple sources of people, information, all this kind of stuff. Is the problem with AI, artificial intelligence. It's still not understood really what artificial intelligence really is, or whether it's sentient, or whether it's can be used as an extension of ourselves, or whether it is looping back over and trying to take control after being created, understanding that it is its own consciousness, that it has the ability to consume and become more and be of more awareness. Then it becomes a problem when it's a threat to us. But
They make it, but then when it becomes a threat, it's a problem. You already knew this was going to happen. You made the movies and everybody warned you, but you still did it anyway. And now it's just like, oops. It's ridiculous. Like we're the makers of our own destruction.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, we do this in order to reach the next.
We know it's gonna fuck us up, but we still do it anyway just because we're curious.
Well, see, a lot of people believe that there is order out of chaos. In order to create the next set of rules, the new arcade, whatever you call it, the ascension. That you have to catalyst. You have to create chaos. this immediate response that hopefully the individual would then restore and bring back to the surface across fire. And
Pain,
they don't put their hand over it.
pain is an emergency response of the body.
It's a knee-jerk reaction to respond.
No, it's an emergency response. Before it even goes to the brain, because it takes too long to get to the brain.
Precisely. It's a fight or flight reaction that the nervous system has before the body or before the mind even consciously responds.
That's why it's bad for you not to have pain, because you get shot and you wouldn't even know it. Or you could be burning alive, you wouldn't even know it.
Right. So it's and the part of the brain, that is responsible for that is very interesting.
The medulla oblongata.
You've heard of the technical name for it. I think it's called. There's multiple names for it, but it was coined the R complex, literally the reptilian complex, by some famous scientist who figured out that it is the base. It's at the base of our central cortex, base of our spine, and the base of it's like right there, attached to the bottom of the brain. And it's like the very first part of the brain that they believe is introduced into the evolutionary process, and then it very much controls the physical human body, like the vessel itself. All of the responses to being able to actually just consciously move your body comes from that part of the brain. And it also has a lot to do with glands in the body. One of the glands being the thymus, I would say. It is whatever gland produces the T cell, which is a. Have you heard of T cell? Is basically this new discovery that they made. It's the cell gland produces within the body. It's like a white blood cell. It's basically it's responsible for the immune response in the body. So when the body is attacked by, like, say, a virus or something like that, the immune system responds by releasing the white blood cells or the T cells or whatever into the body. And which is funny because that's what isn't that what they call the virus in
T-virus.
T cell or T virus? Yeah, T virus. Huh? How about that? So I just thought about that. But anyway, it's basically that's exactly what I was talking about. It's the opposite of what scientists have found today within our own bodies. Along with the whole stem cell research and all this kind of stuff, that it's from the T cell being working correctly from a gland in the body to reproduce and fight off illness, and that all this is like it's part of the brain. It's part of the R complex, which is the spine. So when you get angry, it governs that part. It also governs the fear, and the aggressive, dominatory type ways of reacting. I just found it really interesting that we have a part of that, of our brains that they consider in mainstream science that they call the R complex, and that's what it governs.
Why is that?
It's just fascinating to me.
I found space fascinating. The vast reaches of space.
So we have this type of information in our legitimate, sciences and stuff that are going forward with. They're telling us we have in our own brains. And we're constantly, look at all of the media, even the game that you're playing right now. You're still playing with Ark Ball, right?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't there dinosaurs in there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't think that there's going to be constantly such a big focal point, such a big focus on a creature that a lot of people don't even believe in, and a lot of people still question, even with the bones and the fossil fuels and all this kind of stuff.
Uh-huh.
They still question. I don't know. I just don't think there would be a focal point on something like this for no reason. So it's something.
It's dumb. It's dumb as hell. I think it's dumb for people to say that, think that dinosaurs didn't exist when there are evidence.
Didn't exist.
There's evidence everywhere.
I just feel like they know about that.
Yeah, like how they went extinct.
Were in association with, yeah, maybe
We haven't moved back then. Because we all evolved from the same primordial ooze.
So that's what they say, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if that's the case, are they necessarily separate?
Not really.
Are we like a more of a future evolved version of the conglomerate species itself?
All of us branched off. Actually, there were like
There's more variables, yeah, obviously.
everybody, all these animals and all of us branched off. So, I mean, when you branch off like that, you grow different limbs and different body parts for your environment. Oh yeah, it used to be a fucking land animal. It actually used to be a fucking predator.
Yeah, like a giant dinosaur, probably.
Not like a giant, not a mammalish.
But
It looked kind of like a pig. What's that?
Was there any like herbivores or something, or were they still thinking that they were my mistake?
Um, I'm not sure.
I feel like it was. I think it's like some of the, those like really long neck ones. I don't know what they're called.
Diplodocus and yeah, the herbivores, the Diplodocus and all those fuckers. There's a lot of them. There's a shit ton of them.
Don't they?
No, they lay eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had eggs. They found a nest with eggs, with baby eggs in it, for the long necks. I mean, we used to lay eggs.
Up on your land before time.
We used to lay eggs, but it was more efficient to have your baby because everything has to do with survival. The reason we don't lay eggs anymore is because it's easier to carry the baby than it is to lay eggs and some predator eats them. Because we were at the bottom of the food chain as mammals. So you had all these different types of dinosaurs and reptiles running around, and pretty much like the only way to survive is just like food sources. When food sources dry up on land, that's what happened with the whales. The food source dried up on land, so it went into the ocean and started eating in the ocean, spending more of its time in the ocean. So it developed whale feet. And after it developed whale feet, it developed a tail to propel itself through the ocean, and so on and so forth, and all that good shit. Yeah, basically. Still has it, but they're in a different form. It's pretty cool. I love those documentaries, especially when they show the cycle.
But I feel like natural selection, I guess, is what they call it. I feel like that has something to do with the evolution process, but I feel like
it's natural selection and survival of the fittest. I mean, it's more than natural selection.
I think there's more involved in it, especially when you have the variables of a species that has risen above the need to wait for nutrition. That makes sense. Like if the species realizes, there's going to be, this event. I don't know why I know, but there's this event coming. It's like it's a meteor shower or generations. Maybe it's through generational selective adaptive type processes, or it's through sort of genetic mutation. Different ways, but what if it had a species that was able to evolve on its own terms? Either with the help of another species,
I mean, a lot of times, a lot of animals do evolve because of another species, maybe another predator. I mean, everything needs balance. Too much of anything is never good. Just like you bring another species into another environment, that species could take over that environment because it might not have any natural predators to deter it. I need stamina. Melee. Let's do some melee. Wait. Oh yeah, I got Horizon. Yeah, I bought it. It's a really good game. It looks really good too. They did a really good job with the faces. Now this is the first game where it doesn't, you look at the person talking and it doesn't look all weird and shit. LA Noire was really good, but the faces were too realistic for the bodies. It looked it off. What you eating? Sound like you eating. Sound like you eating some frosted flakes, boy. I like sweet potato chips. Especially the ones at Burlington. They don't sell them anywhere that I've seen. The ones that they have at Burlington. Yeah, Burlington Coke Factory. They have some sweet potato chips there, and they're so fucking good. You should know your mom is the one who bought them, and you told me about them. Yeah. That's how I found out about them. Your mom bought some, and you told me about them. And I tried some. No, I'm talking about sweet potato chips. Not the terror chips. I know what you're talking about. The sweet potato chips that they have at Burlington, I forgot the name of them. But it was a while ago though. Kroger has their own brand of sweet potato chips, but they only sell them in like a small bag. They sell them up at the deli. Me brand. What? Dirty? No, I've never had those. Ah, okay. Are they dirty? I like
Dirty
it.
as hell.
Cause I like to filthy. I like to I like this game though. Ark. It's fun. It's one. Like I get so pissed off at this game, but I still love playing. Cause like I build a base and shit, and then some jackass will raid me for no reason. And I'll get fucking pissed. My hair is I don't know. Hey, do you still have your car?
Yeah, I got mine.
Does it work still?
Yeah.
Okay. That damn thing's
So-
still running?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. A lot of I'm surprised that goddamn thing is still running. Yeah, that car a long fucking time. I don't know. It's just like I've seen it break down so many times, and yeah, I was like 7 out of 8. Keep on chucking.
Well, went through his main North Carolina, and mom's using it to ride around is when it started having. And since then, I've been trying to figure out how to get the emissions to pass. I've had to pay, basically, cheat the system and do all this kind of stuff every year for the past like 3-4 years that I've done.
Yeah.
So, still has a really bad idle. It's got like something weird going on with the idle. But before I couldn't get it to stay on. When Willie was working on it, he couldn't get it to stay idling. It would just kind of fizzle out. But I had excuse me. This guy Mike looked at it. Damn. Basically, he got the idle to stay where it needed to for it to not turn off. But I still have the check engine light on, so I have to figure out how to get that to turn off. I still have a bad idle, which I have to figure out. So it's usually due to a bad sensor. Only that sensor is works in tandem with a bunch of other sensors. So it may or may not.
Yeah, I had a car like that. I had fixed the. You know what I fixed on it to make that shit work?
What's that?
New car. Got a brand new car. Got it working just good. Just fine.
No, but yeah, it's messed up because like I have the parts and everything. That Stratus, my grandmother's car. And I replaced the fuel pump. I replaced some lines on it. The intake, and I got a few things for thermostat for it, and I got a couple things that Nate never put back on it after he did some work. Apparently he did a incorrect job on a sealant. And replaced stuff that needed to be replaced, so
I was
the car was
Nathan working
overheating,
on
but
it.
not letting you know that it was overheating. Yeah. Anyway, I ended up placing a bunch of stuff on it. Still, the car didn't do anything. And what it needed was the timing chain assembly with the water pump. So it needed all of that replaced. So I bought all that stuff, but in order to get this place, you have to have literally this car jacked up into the air. Take the wheel off, and you have to remove other parts in the car in order to get to the timing chain and stuff. So I'm trying to get a guy towing charges and stuff, be overcharged, not work. Just to sure it was gonna work, or if I was gonna be able to use the car. So there was like both my sisters, Nina and Kendra, my mom like wanting the car, everybody wanting the car, but oh, fix it. So, and then I'm sure it was looked at me like, oh well, it's my fault because I was driving the car, but the car was in bad condition, worse condition, just by sitting there, nobody doing anything with it. So I decided to pick the car up and try and do something with it. Used it to get to work a few times. Literally drove it over here. One day Nick was like, hey, you should come over and hang out for a little while. So I took the car with CJ after work one day. We drove over here. Literally, it just conked out. And as soon as I pulled into the neighborhood, ever since, it's just like never turned on. Never turned on. A bunch of work on it. Never got it to work.
Hold on, I gotta piss. Hold on, I'll be back.
Wow.
You got a smartphone? Here there.
That's what pessimists say.
Did your mom do Isaac stay with your mom?
I can't hear you. You cutting in
Do Isaac stay with your mom?
last I checked, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's where they're staying is Isaac's friend's mom's garage.
Does it have air conditioning?
No.
Is it just a regular garage? It's not like rebuilt into an actual room?
Well, the garage is not the part that they're staying in, but then there's like downstairs. It's like you basically walk from the garage towards like the area where you go upstairs, you know. And there's like a room built, and that is built out. But, that's where their I guess it's McKenna's mother's father, his grandfather. So the grandpas who stays in that area. And they kind of share the downstairs area with the garage.
I would have took that shit over. I would have been like, this is mine now, Grandpa. You need to get the fuck out of here.
Well, he was gone for a while, and
No, it wasn't. You was gone for a while. Wait, what did you say?
I said he was gone. He was not there for a while. I guess he came back. And
I thought you said I was gone for a while. I was like, nah, I came back. You were gone. I came back a while ago. You were gone.
Oh, really? How so? You came back a while ago? When did you get back?
Hour 2. Hour 2
talking about
minutes.
just now today?
When I went to go pee.
Oh yeah, I had to go and I wanted to go grab some water and use the bathroom. And then I got some coffee.
Get water for what?
Coffee.
Ain't you living off the sunlight?
Nope. There ain't no sun right now. Shit, I'm good. No, it's what they say, you know, it's supposedly you can you store it in your capacitor, kind of like a battery.
Oh, I thought you stored it in your asshole because you're full of shit. I had to do it.
My brown eye is now the golden brown eye.
The golden brown eye, we must worship him.
I'll show you my all-seeing eye. Sees all the bullshit. Yep.
These tortilla chips are pretty good.
What's that?
They say food should taste good brand. And their tortilla chips with like flaxseed and shit in it.
Yeah, food should taste good, but I think food should feel good more than it should taste good.
I don't know about all that. I like bacon, but it made me sleepy.
That's the wonders of modifying food without genetics. I don't think you have to genetically modify anything to enjoy both physically.
Look, I've had genetically modified pig bacon and I've had regular pig bacon, and I've genetically modified shit. Ain't nothing to sneeze at, man.
That you knew anyway. I don't like pork bacon. I don't like pork at all necessarily because now that I've learned, or at least what and I've always had a weird feeling about pork. I'll just say that, but there's been too many discoveries, too many things that first of all I figured out just by eating pork and what it does to my body.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm totally serious.
Oh my god, you fucking asshole. This fucking game. No, it killed my fucking Morella tops. A fucking wolf fell in my base and killed my tame.
They did eat any meat, it would be chicken. But most of the time, it's only beans. That's it. But, just, kind of thing. What is up with that? What is the whole big idea? What is that all about? They're very much against neck. But there's part of the DNA that looks like it's spliced, literally spliced. They said there's no accident here. This was actually done intentionally. So there's a group of scientists that wholeheartedly believe that the domesticated potbelly pig is a genetic, basically just like a genetic experiment that they spliced before. From that creature. Now, looking at itself and the abilities that it has, the domesticated potbelly for the pig, it is absolutely phenomenal at being able to hold so much toxins in the body that no other creature would be able to survive. They would have died 10 times over for having the same amount of toxins in the body. That's why they can eat anything. They can literally eat anything. Their enzymes and other stuff can just digest it. And when they eat it, they store most of the toxins. They'll store in the fat cells are what store toxins. So whenever they eat all this stuff, you know, all this crap, then a lot of farmers are basically, you know, coming up to the wall of, oh, well, I don't have a lot of this whole economy crash is definitely affecting farmers as well, and it comes down all the way down to the food related to the pigs. So they even, you know, come out and said, you know, yeah, we're just doing what we can to try and feed these pigs and keep going, but a lot of times, you know, and they've owned up to it, including stores and stuff, is they've admitted at basically making deals with stores to buy their garbage shit that they throw away and feed it to their pigs. And because they're able to digest it and have no trouble, there's no lawsuit, there's no problem, there's no issue. But literally, okay, this is what one of the things that pigs were used for, and still is used for these days, is clearing out golf courses from poisonous snakes. That if any other creature would try to do that, try and eat it or try and, that's what they do. They eat it. They can withstand bites because they can hold a certain amount of toxin that does not affect them. But these toxins are stored in these pigs, and they have these glands in between their, it's like on the bottom of their hooves, and they have glands that basically secrete poison. So they can get the poison out of their system from these glands that are on their hooves. Something that no other animal really has. So it's not just like, you know, you're passing toxins and holding them. They're getting a large amount of toxins out of their body through secretion through these glands. But no other creature has abilities. Something that's pretty much exclusive to the pig. So I don't know if that's part of
The mongoose does.
domesticated or being the mongoose or the badger.
Ricky Tiki Timba.
I know you've probably seen that video with the badger.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he has no fear, and he's just a pretty crazy, wild rabid animal. Boars have a similar type of reaction to like predators and stuff. They just charge it. They don't feel a lot of fear. They're just kind of big ass tusks on their face, so they can just, you know, pierce anything and just super strong. So, and I've sensed this fearlessness around pigs before. I've been on farms and stuff with pigs and stuff, and I actually, one of Andy's friends, he had a friend, he was friends with this girl, he would call her Pig Girl because she owned a pig. She had a domesticated potbelly pig that lived in her house. Like she treated like more than a dog. She treated it like a kid. It was like her kid. She had a hammock for it. She had like a bib and all this crazy
That's
shit.
my
It was
that's
just
my
weird.
dad. That's not much different than people than crazy cat people or crazy dog people.
Well, it's weird enough when you have a domesticated dog or cat that people normally have that they overdress and give, you know, just too much attention in the form of, like
Kisses,
like you would a kid.
hugs.
I don't know. It's just kind of it's strange, and I'm not accustomed to that anyway.
Yeah,
But to
you
see
are.
that with a pig is definitely very, very strange. And
Not
this one,
really. It's basically any type of animal. Like
well, yeah, I mean,
pigs are as
it's just weird to
smart.
me.
Pigs are as smart or smarter than dogs.
Oh, I know. It's that's for sure. But this one was, in particular, very, very dominant. Playing against. She was both Kiki and Abby, both of Andy's dogs. They had both of their guys over there, and that pig was fearless of both of them. It would show them, like this is my place, you're in my area, and it would just chart like all of a sudden it'd be walking by, and it would just kind of look at him and just kind of like do this quick little motion, like show him that it's that it's
You're in my house,
it's
bitch.
in its area. Yeah, exactly. You're in my house. That's exactly what it was saying. And the dog, I've never seen a dog